globe, one third of entrepreneurial ventures are run by women entrepreneurs due to economic progress and lot of other reasons like better access to education, urbanization, and spread of liberal and democratic culture, and also recognition by the society. There has been a spurt in women entrepreneurship in India. Gradually but steadily, world over, women entrepreneurs have emerged as successful entrepreneurs. Women owned businesses, enterprises are playing a prominent role in society, inspiring other women entrepreneurs also, and also at the same time generating a lot of employment opportunities in the country. The increasing presence of women entrepreneurs is bringing a lot of change in the business and also the economic growth of country. We at MediCircle are conducting the Top Women Entrepreneurs of Healthcare series to showcase such inspirational female role models on a revolutionary journey. Hi, I'm Smita Kumar. I'm the co-founder of MediCircle, and today my guest for the talk is Dr. Vandana Jain. Dr. Vandana is a cornea, cataract, and refractive surgeon. She's currently a part of the management team of Dr. Agarwal's group of eye hospitals and also manages Maharashtra's business and its expansions. She's also a part of the core team developing omni-channel eyewear business for the group. She was also the founder of Multispeciality Advanced Eye Hospital and Institute in Navi, Mumbai. She also co-founded medical device business Clear Ear INC in California and a health tech startup, VVP Healthcare Private Limited, in which she developed a solution called WonderRx in India. She has received the Incredible Journey Award, Women Achievers Award, among others, and is the co-owner of several international patents. Hi, Dr. Vandana. Welcome to MediCircle.
Thank you, Smita. It's truly a pleasure to be here.
So, Dr. Vandana, to begin with, there are a lot of questions, especially related to women entrepreneurship in India. But specifically, what is your contribution towards the healthcare industry as an entrepreneur?
So, Smita, first of all, many thanks for the kind introduction. I think some of the things you've already mentioned. So, I think as far as entrepreneurship is concerned, my journey spans primarily, of course, healthcare. And I started my journey in medtech space in California while I was still at the business school. So I was involved in starting two medtech businesses, one as a co-founder and one more as a mentor and advisor. And that was, of course, a very, very interesting experience because medtech as a space is quite developed in the US. Developing. So being an entrepreneur in that space was really exciting. And one of the companies that I was associated with was also later on acquired by a bigger company for $400 million. So that was like a stellar success that I saw, as an entrepreneur. And then subsequently, I was involved in starting the eye hospital, the Advanced Eye Hospital and Institute in Navi Mumbai. So yeah, that has, of course, I still continue to work in that organization. In between, I was involved with one of our friends in starting a health business called VV Healthcare, which developed the solution called WonderRx. I also actually co-founded another health with my husband. I later took, of course, and then which I think husband and wife working in the same stuff is not always the best thing. So yeah, like I think from medtech to health services to health tech, I have sort of spanned the entrepreneurship journey. But I would say, Smita, I think more than just being an entrepreneur myself, I think I would say that I feel that I'm contributing more through my experiences by being an advisor and mentor to the other health tech startups, which has extremely exciting, to be able to solve problems, especially when other entrepreneurs are trying to do something. And also now I actively invest in startups. So I actually actively invest. According to me, that's an indirect entrepreneurship, and I feel that my contributions there probably are going to be even more than the entrepreneurship, which was direct, from my end.
Surely. So, like as entrepreneurship has its struggles, and being a woman entrepreneur also adds a lot to it. So, what do you think are the advantages and also the disadvantages of being a woman entrepreneur?
I think there are, of course, huge amounts of advantages, right? Like women in general are very resilient, right? Like, and entrepreneurship is not for the weakest of the hearts. It has lots of its ups and downs, and it requires really strong-hearted people to get on that path. And since I have been on this journey multiple times, I feel that women are naturally suited to be entrepreneurs because they are in general stronger. Their ability to emotionally connect and manage people is quite good. Now, I'm not going to do a comparison by saying that we are better than women, better than men, but I just inherently feel that women are very good at that, right? Because we learn that right from our childhood of how to manage ourselves and how to manage people around us, whether it is in the form of being a mother or a sister or or just a friend. So I think emotionally being able to handle stuff, which is of course, as I said, that it's not an easy journey to be on, and so I think these inherent advantages that women have of their own personal strength really contributes towards women being good entrepreneurs. I think disadvantages, of course, there are several disadvantages. It sometimes takes a lot for women to prove themselves, right? Like even today, if you look at the ratio, and I was very happy when you said one third of the businesses today are being started by women, which is a great figure, and that is slowly increasing. However, that is not necessarily something that we had seen in the past. So at least in the past, I always used to feel that I have to prove myself as an entrepreneur more than somebody else. And I remember when I had just started the eye hospital, and I was talking to one of my professors, and he said, "How's everything?" I said, "I'm thinking of starting a family." He's like, "Oh, that's not a good idea." And I was like, "Why do you say that?" He's like, "I don't think any investor will give you money then." And that was at that time sort of an eye opener for me. If I'm a man and I'm thinking of starting a family, that's no problem. But if I'm a woman and I'm thinking of starting a family, that could be a problem, right? So I think women have to work a little bit harder just to prove themselves. That is the only disadvantage that I feel of being a women entrepreneur.
And according to you, what is the biggest challenge and the biggest motivation in your journey?
So I think both are related to being a woman, honestly. The biggest motivation has been that I'm a woman, and everybody thinks, I'm from a very conservative family. When I grew up, I was supposed to just get married into some rich family and just, be like manage the house, manage the children, right? Like that. But from the childhood itself, I had decided that's not going to be my path. So that was the biggest motivation for me, that I'm going to, chart my own journey and do something that I really want to do and make an impact in the world and hopefully create a dent with the things that I will get associated with. So that was one of the biggest motivations for me to continue to improve, continue to learn, continue to do. And that was also the biggest challenge, right? Because which means that I have, right from the time I was a small kid, I was literally fighting with everybody, right, from my parents and the society, and the challenge that again you have to prove yourself that you're a woman and you can do many things. And of course, because of that, the challenge of balancing your life, right, finding time for yourself, that me time or that ability to balance your family, your work life, and all of that has been a little bit of a challenge. So that has been the most challenging thing for me.
Definitely. So, but despite all challenges, you stand there and you are an inspiration to so many other women entrepreneurs who are trying to make big into this, especially healthcare ecosystem. Thank you so much, Dr. Vandana, for joining us today at MediCircle and sharing your, beautiful journey and how you rose to success. Because there are so many small successes each day we witness, and these are big milestones for that beautiful journey. Once again, thanks a lot and all the best for all your future endeavors, and also small success and big successes that you get in your life.
Thank you, Smita. It is truly a pleasure. And likewise, I'd like to congratulate you guys also. You guys are doing amazing work. And I think because of your contributions, a lot of people are getting access to really good people and understanding what they have done in their life and hopefully getting inspired through that. And, thanks a lot for making me part of your endeavors. So thanks a lot for that.